Hey, it's me, Dr. Lene Javette, CEO, founder of Upscale Noir, business coach, monetization strategist. I help service based Black entrepreneurs who package and sell their expertise, or as I like to call their brilliance, to brand it, to brand their brilliance and create products and services that allow them to triple their revenue. And so, because I am nervous about the whole Facebook thing since I made that video and nobody was there. Today, for day 7 of my Stream and Shine challenge, I am doing live strategy Q&A. So I'm going to be answering questions that I received, and you can ask me questions. So let me say this. If you are watching this live, I have 5 questions that I'm going to answer around strategy for other people. But if you have a question around your business and or your business's strategy, if you leave it in the chat, if you leave it in the comments, I will come back and answer them for you. All right. And actually, because I have a little bit of time, I think that what I am going to do is drop this into 2 of my groups really quickly. Share to a group because I know that both of my groups have people that want to ask me a question, ask your question. So I'm going to do that really quickly. That way I can make this, 2 birds, 1 stone type of a thing. And so while we get a couple of people in here and I figure out why my restream is not posting in my groups like it should be doing, the 5 questions that I have, I was able to get from some previous clients that I asked, like, why did you work with me? Why were you struggling? And what did I do for you? And then I asked a couple of other people, what can I help you with? Like, what would you ask me if I could give you some strategic feedback? And so that's where these 5 questions are coming from. I'm going to share to a page. I think I'm sharing to, I think I can share to this one. Nope, that's it. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. All right, so the first question that somebody sent me was, how do you prioritize what to do first in business as a startup? Which is actually a really good question. When you're first getting started, your funds are not funny, right? Your money is not funny when you're first getting started with your business. And so when you're trying to figure out what do I do first, like where do I start? There's certain things that have to be done no matter what, right? You have to register your LLC, you have to get your domain, you have to get your logo. So those are like the first things that you want to do. Get your bank account. Like those are the things that establish you as an actual business. And then actually, before I say that, let me give the disclaimer. I'm going to give you guys very general strategic advice because what I'm going to say to you, everything I can literally preface it with, it depends on the type of business that you have. So everything really is, it depends, but I'm going to give it to you like straight talk type of situation, right? So I say that to say this. You always have to have, your business has to be formed, whether it's an LLC or an S Corp, whatever your formation is, that has to be done. You have to, and again, depending on the type of business, you might have business licensing, zoning license, it just depends. Then you have to get your EIN, you have to get your logo, and you should get a domain. Like bare minimum, those are like the bare minimum things that you have to get done. Now, from a business standpoint, I like to say the very next thing you should have is a website because your website is your virtual real estate. Like that's where people go to find you. If you don't have, even when you're doing business, the first thing somebody does is they Google you. They go look to see if you have a business, or go find your website. So that's one of the next things that you want to do is have a website. As far as prioritizing, one of the things that I say for somebody who's just getting started in business is put your money towards the most important things. Your branding, that's one of the things that's most important because it's your handshake. It's how people are going to get to know, like, and trust you. So put your money there. If you're just getting started and you don't understand business, put your money in those places as well. Copywriting, if you don't know how to write copy, you want to get a copywriter because they know how to write persuasive copy so that people, when they land on your website or they see your products and services, they will buy them from you. So it's not just saying, hey, come buy my product or service. There is a science behind how to get people to buy from you. So if that's not a strong suit of yours, then you want to invest in that. Literally, when you're first starting your business, you want to put your money into the things that are going to bring money back to you and or the things that you don't know how to do. Okay. I have found that a lot of business owners spend a lot of time in the early part trying to learn everything, and trying to learn everything can slow you down, especially if you're not a confident person and you don't feel like you know the thing that you're trying to learn well enough to truly use it and engage it the way that you're supposed to. It can actually harm you and cost you money. So how do you prioritize what to do first? Do the things that are going to make you money first, right? We like to call those revenue generating activities. So the things that are going to make you money should be the things that you do first. Okay. So that's how I answer that question. How do you prioritize what to do first? And that looks so different depending on the business. That's why I say it depends, because it all depends on the business. For some, that might be inventory, depending on the business. For others, it might be the website. For others, it might be the product and the branding. For somebody else, it might be a conference. So it will vary. Whatever you feel that you need to do that's going to bring you more money in, that's the thing that you should be prioritizing. Okay. So the second question that I have is, do I need to write a book? So somebody asked, do I need to write a book? Should I have a book? Again, literally every answer tonight is going to be, it depends. Um, if you are the authority in something, then you should be an author. Okay. So authority, meaning you are an expert in something. There is something that you do good or well. This is what you are an authority in. Oftentimes we see somebody have a book in something that they're an authority in. An author is somebody who is writing about something that they have authority in. So does everybody need a book? No, everyone does not need a book. But does a book add to the validity of who you are as a business owner and your brand and your expertise? It absolutely does. You can actually create, not just creating another line of revenue because you have a book, but you can create another line of revenue as a speaker when you have a book, because depending on what your book is about, people will ask you to come and speak, depending again what your book is about: marriage, relationships, business, how you survive something. Different conferences are always looking for different speakers and people to come out and speak to their audiences. And if you are an author or you have a book, that does add some more validity to who you are and what you do. So do I need to write a book? You do not need to write a book. Does a book help? Yes, especially if you consider yourself to be an authority in a particular area. Yes, you should write a book. Again, this is Dr. Lene Javette. Today we're doing a live Q&A. So I'm tackling any strategic questions that you might have. If you have a question in the chat about your business, your life, or just a question in general that you would like to get some feedback on from a strategic standpoint, drop it in the chat and I will answer it for you. I already had 5 that were previously submitted, but if you have a question, please feel free to ask it in the chat and I will answer it for you. The third question says, if I'm not making enough money in my business, what should I do? That's a good question. Again, every question is, it depends. What kind of business do you have? Did you put money into inventory? Where is the money going? Are you making money? So if this person, I would say, is it that you're not making enough money or you're not making money at all? Because the strategy will be different. If you're not making money at all from a strategic standpoint, then I would look at your business model, who your target market is, what's the product that you're offering, does it meet a need? What is your audience struggling with? What pain point or pleasure point are you helping with, right? If you're not making money at all, that's what I would look at from a business perspective. But I might also look at your branding, your brand messaging, your tone as well. If you are making money, but you're not making enough money, then that's a different strategy altogether. Now I'm looking at, what is it that you're offering? How many people are buying it? What's the price point of it? How does it compare to others in your marketplace? And then is it something that people want? And then how are you offering it, right? So now I'm looking at how you're pitching the offer that you're presenting to people. So it depends. And again, the question was, if I'm not making enough money in my business, what should I do? And so that's my answer. It depends on whether or not you're not making any money at all, or if you're not making enough money. And those are the 2 different strategies I might use. One is, if you're not making any money, then this is the way you should go. And if you're not making enough money, then this is kind of what I would look at. A lot of times people will say, raise your prices or create another product. That doesn't always fix the problem, especially if you don't have a good understanding or communication with your target market. But it could be tweaking the product. It could be changing the name. It could be getting a larger email list. There's a variety of different things, which is why these questions are kind of they're not vague, but I can only give you like general answers because I don't know enough about the business to give you a full answer. But these are the things that I would take a client through, right? If my client came to me and was like, "Hey, I need to make money," then that's what I'm going to ask them. Are you not making enough money, or are you making no money? Because the strategy is different depending on which problem it is. The fourth question is how can I raise my prices? The fourth question is how can I raise my prices? Oh, this is a good question because oftentimes when people go into business right away, they don't charge enough, right? Because you're just getting out there and people will say, I'm just going to charge this because I'm just getting started, or I'm going to give a discount, or I'm going to give a promotion. And then once you get out there and start working your business, you realize, I can't eat off of this. This is not enough money. I need more money. Or you realize that you're working too hard for the little bit of money that you're making, and then you want to raise your prices. Or let's say you're not even a startup. Let's say you're actually just been in business. You've been in business for 5 years, maybe 10 years, and you've had the same prices, and you're looking to either get a different clientele or just raise your rates, right? It doesn't have to be a startup. It can be anybody that's looking to raise their prices. So if somebody was looking to raise their prices, one of the things that I would ask them is, again, I would go back to the target market. Who is the target market that you're looking? Either you have the current target market that you want, or there's another target market that you're looking to attract. So that's usually going to be my first question whenever I'm talking about strategy and I'm talking about money. Who is your target market, right? Because do they complement the price that you're looking to go to and your target market? Are they the same? Then I would ask, what product, goods, or services do you currently offer right now, and what are those prices? That's the next thing I would ask. The third thing I would say is, are these the products that you want to raise the price on, or are you looking to create a high ticket item? All right. So when somebody talks to me about changing their pricing, that's what I'm going to ask them. Are you looking to change the pricing on the products that you currently have? Or are you looking to leave these at the same price point where they are currently and create a high ticket item? Okay. Because each one of those, again, has a different strategy. If we're raising your current prices, that's a strategy around value, how to market it. And then if you want to actually create a high ticket item, then we're looking to see, does this high ticket item match the target market with which you have, or the one that you're going to? Okay. So let's say the person says, because I don't know, they didn't tell me which one it is. It just says, how can I raise my prices? So I'm going to just go with, this person has a product and they want to raise the price of that product. Let's just go with that. Okay. So one of the ways that you can raise your prices, if you currently have a product and you currently have a base, but you want to take your price point up, is to add something to what you offer. This is usually what we'll do. We'll say that you can add something to it, an ebook, a 30-minute consult, something of value, add something to it and take the price up, right? When taking the price up, one of the things that you'll see people do is they'll send something out to their email list, or they'll put something on social media that says, hey, at the end of the month, the price is going up. They'll say how much the price is going up, and then it will cause a rush of previous clients that have been thinking about getting the product or service, or on the fence. It will cause them to get the product, right? So one, you're going to see an increase in sales because people who want your product or service before you raise the prices, they're going to jump on it. But then two, it's letting people know that the value in what you're offering has increased, whether that's the product itself or you have grown, right? I'm in the process of re-recording all 10 of my classes. My very first class I taught in 2015. I think the last class I taught was probably 2020. All of them are getting a brand makeover because I've been doing this for 11 years now. My knowledge has changed. What I know has changed. The results that I've got my clients has changed. So the information that I can put into these courses and these classes it has far exceeded what the first class was. So when I re-record these classes now, I'm over a decade in the game. I've helped over 1,000 clients. What I get to put into these classes has changed. So now, does my price point go up? Do I get to charge more for those courses and classes? Let me know in the chat. Yes, I absolutely do, because the knowledge has changed. And so when we're talking about taking your pricing up, really what you're doing is showing more value. Okay. So the question is, how can I raise my prices, show more value, add something to the product that you already have, and or create a high ticket item. something higher than what you're already offering. Again, this is generic information because I don't know enough about the person or what they have going on or what kind of business they have. And so this is like if somebody was just coming to me off the street, these are kind of the things that I would do with them or take them through or talk them through uh, around raising your price. Okay. And then the fifth thing says, how do I know, what does it say? How do I know what product to create to go with my business? Ooh, that's a good one too. How do I know what product to create to go with my business? Okay. So I always tell people every business should have some type of a product. Okay. And you want something that complements what you're already offering. Hold on. How do I know what product to create to go with my business? I think this person is saying that they have a business and they want to create a product to go with it. I think that that's how that reads. So that means that they already have some type of business. For example, let's say if you have a physical business, like let's just say like a beauty salon, right? So let's say you're a stylist, you have a beauty salon, you're a beauty salon, and your business is doing hair, right? But I always tell people, what if you get sick? What if you can't do hair? Then how do you make money? So I always tell my clients you should have some type of a passive income or passive income product that if you get sick, if you go down, if you need to make money really quick, you need to do a promo, you should have something like that. And so what does that look like? That looks like something, oftentimes it's going to be knowledge based because it's probably going to be something that's a digital product or ebook or a course or a program. If you're in that kind of an industry, it could also be product because you can white label products, right? So if you're a stylist and you want to sell an oil or a cream or your own flat irons or something that complements the skill that you have or the follow up that you need your clients to do, then you can have a product made for that. So I always say create a complementing product. If you are a business coach, then you're probably going to create a course or an ebook or some type of a planner or something physical that goes along with what you do. If you are a fitness professional, you might white label nutrients, or you might do a recipe book or a smoothie book, but you want to create something that complements what you already do. So you don't feel like you're selling multiple things. The other thing that I tell people is to try to have 3 layers in your sales. So you can sell one product 3 different ways, right? There's the do it, what is it? Do it yourself. So something that people can do for themselves by themselves. And then do it with you, which is something that I can help you do, and then do it for you. And so you can have one product that is, I'm going to show you how to, what is it? I can see, I know what I'm trying to say. When you wash the car, it's called detail. I'm going to show you how to detail your car, right? Let's say that that's the knowledge that you have that you want to sell. I can show you how to detail your car. So the do it yourself would be, here is an ebook or a course or a program or a class on how to detail your car. Passive income, people jump on, they do it themselves. The do it with you says, I will come to you and show you how to do it. I'll do it with you. So you can get a hands-on experience. You can talk to me. You can ask me questions. That requires me to be there. And then the do it for you says, I will come out and detail your car for you. So it's one skill set, one talent, one knowledge that you have that you can sell 3 different ways. And so how do I know what to create to go with my business? So if we were to use that same analogy, then this person could create their own cleaning supplies that they could sell to the person after they leave. They could create their own shine or their own car fragrance, right? Something that complements what you do. They could sell car kits. They could sell car accessories, things like that. So you want to try to figure out how to create a tangible or some type of a different product that complements what you do, but is not exactly quote unquote what you do. And so that is how you would go about creating a product to go along with your business. And so those are my 5 questions. How do you prioritize what to do? Do I need to write a book? If I'm not making enough money in my business, what should I do? How can I raise my prices? And how do I know what to create to go with my business? And so that's my day 7 live stream and shine challenge. Done. Live Q&A where I talked about and answered a couple of different questions for you guys. My goal for tomorrow is to do a live coaching session. So I am hoping to do a live coaching session tomorrow. I'm going to see if anybody's available and or anybody would like to get some coaching. And so my goal is to do a live coaching session tomorrow. And so we'll see how that goes for day 8. So I'm 7 days into this 30-day challenge. This challenge was initially for my clients. My clients are doing a 30-day challenge where they have to go live once a week so that they can get more comfortable with being on screen and pitching and doing their call to actions and talking about their products and all that kind of good stuff. And so I said, you know what? If you guys have to do it once a week, I'm going to challenge myself to do it every day because I like to lead by example. And so that is why you are seeing me every single day online doing some type of a live stream because I'm really, one, I'm trying to get myself to be back online more, but also just to show my clients, what it's like to be online, where to look, how to look, your lighting, all the things, your background, and all the stuff that goes into doing a live stream. And so that is why you see me every day right now doing my coaching, my live stream challenge. So all that aside, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I am Dr. Lene, a business coach, monetization strategist. I show service-based Black entrepreneurs how to brand their brilliance by packaging and selling their expertise and tripling their revenue. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 8. Thank you, Jason. This is great. YouTube just randomly got this in my feed. I love it. Thank you, Jason. Feel free. You can follow me. If you are seeing this randomly, please do follow, like, share all the things. And I will see you guys again tomorrow for day 8 of the live stream challenge, which I am calling Stream and Shine. What time will you be live tomorrow? Hey, Karen. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow I have a podcast that I do at 10 o'clock a.m. I'm going to try to get here and it'll probably be after that only because I have not found anybody to coach just yet. And so I'm going to send something out to my coaching community, to my clients tonight, and see if anybody would like to be coached on air tomorrow. And if they don't, then I'm going to figure something different out. But it'll be earlier. I got late today, so it'll probably be 9 a.m. or 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night.